Imagine a post-apocalyptic world 100 years after a nuclear war, and the forest is reclaiming the land. That's kind of what it feels like walking around Caddo Lake National Wildlife Refuge here in northeast Texas. This is located right next door to Karnak, which is near Caddo Lake, the second largest natural lake in the south. This is the former location of the Longhorn Army Ammunition Plant. If you don't know about the Chernobyl incident, I highly recommend reading and watching documentaries about that. There are a lot of pictures out there of that area on the internet of the abandoned nuclear power plant that had a meltdown back in the late 80s. And so when you see those pictures, you kind of see the forest reclaiming the land again, and there's a certain mystique. And so I highly recommend exploring this area and discovering its mysteries. So Lyndon Johnson worked to ensure this plant would be located here, Karnak, the hometown of his wife, Lady Bird Johnson. It started operating in 1942, initially used for producing TNT. Over a 55-year period, it produced a variety of munitions, including liquid fuel and solid rocket fuel motors. It produced materials used in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. This facility once had 451 buildings and was a massive operation. Unfortunately, a large portion of this area is now an EPA superfund site. It appears there are 4 primary polluted sites here now, including what are called Burning Ground Number 3 and Unlined Evaporation Pond / Rocket Motor Washout Facility. That doesn't sound very good. There are also a couple of landfills of concern. All these were put on the National Priorities List in 1990. There are both high concentrations of contaminants in the surface and groundwater here. A more intense effort to clean up the sites began around the year 1997. Pyrotechnic waste from preparation and washing of rocket motor casings was disposed here. It was used for disposal of TNT and other chemicals, and some have leaked out of the landfill. The evaporation pond leaked contaminants into the groundwater below. This site is close to Harrison Bayou, which feeds into Caddo Lake. The soil here is also contaminated with arsenic, and so you can really see the importance for trying to get these sites cleaned up and contained. I can only imagine that the cleanup will be a large, long-term project that will take many years. So this is the first stop along the auto tour route here at Caddo Lake National Wildlife Refuge. This is a fascinating place to explore. And so you can see we're right here where the star is. And so we came in here, kind of headed down this street, and now we're here. And so we're going to explore as much of this area as we can. This first structure you see here once looked like that. Served as an ammunition magazine. So there are many more fascinating structures yet to come. This would be a great place to record a movie or some sort of TV show. Beautiful old structures back here. So as you walk around back here, you'll stumble onto these mysterious mound-like structures, and it kind of makes you wonder what is underneath that, you know? Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. You know, when you look at how a lot of these structures were built, you know, you kind of have to go back to that mindset of 1940. You know, what were we worried about? What were our fears? We were probably legitimately worried about an enemy invasion in those times. And so it kind of looks like this place was built for a potential enemy invasion. I mean, this was World War II. We were worried about Japan, Germany. I mean, we were fortunate that we were never really attacked on our own soil, but we certainly were worried about that possibility. What is tucked away back here? Kinda creepy. Wow. So right here on 6th Street of the auto tour is the must stop of this whole route. These structures are fascinating. As you can see where we are here, this is the #1 place to go on this whole tour. Wow. Now let's take a quick look in there. Stick my camera in. Huh, what do we have here? Maybe these are the instructions to build the big one right here. Look at that. All right, let's take a walk down through here. Oh my goodness. This is huge, what you're about to see. I see large concrete structures in the forest over there. Oh, wow. This is going to be epic. So this is the remains of a TNT production facility. I don't think any words that I might say can do this place justice. So just sit back and enjoy one of the most incredible slideshows you'll ever see in Texas. So just a couple more things about this place. This has to be one of the most unique places I've ever been in Texas. A true explorer's dream. I recommend bringing a mountain bike. There are a number of roads that you can't drive down, but you can walk down them. There are also a number of roads that you can't walk or drive down. So just pay attention to the signs. But if you have a mountain bike, you could probably more easily explore some of these little side roads that are accessible. And there are many treasures back here in these woods. Another thing, there's a lot of poison ivy in these woods. So, you know, winter time actually would probably be the best time to explore. But if you like abandoned places, I'm not sure that there's a better place in Texas.